Howdy folks, welcome back to Bellwright. I want to build a new tier 3 building I just unlocked. Town Hall. There's some rocks in my way. So I've got my sturdy pickaxe because one of the rocks is granite. So let's get choppy. Got a hunter running around over there. Let's get this cleared out. And we're going to move on to tier 3, which is pretty cool. It unlocks a whole bunch of new buildings from what I understand. And we can always use a little granite. I assume we're going to start needing that more and more as we get into tier 3. I went down south and got a little bit of granite, a little bit of iron ore, so I've been kind of keeping stocked up. There's a lot been going on here. Get you up to date as I swing the pickaxe. Over in the northwest, I got a bunch of camps cleared out because they kept attacking my peat outpost and actually perma-lost a couple of villagers, sadly. But I've cleared out the villages over there. And this thing is taking forever. Let me just pull up the map here real quick. So there were three square bandit camps over here. I got those cleared out. I'm hoping that'll kind of take the pressure off the peat outpost. I've got a bunch of guards over here. And actually just built a foraging camp so we can pick some cranberries. Get those sent back over. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they don't get attacked as much. I was going to go ahead and get this one, but I was down like 5 or 6 people after taking out those 3 camps. So I decided to regroup, come back to fight another day on the great big one. This is taking absolutely forever. So let me pound away at this granite rock and I'll get the other. That's just a regular rock over there. Oh, construction of the fence has finished. Nice. I'm going to build that fence over there right at the top of my hat. I'll get this mined out, and then we'll get the building place, and we'll see what kind of resources we need to get it complete, make sure we're getting everything produced. Okay, new plan. I'm cutting down some trees. So I burned through half the durability on a sturdy pickaxe. Got like, I don't know, 30 granite. And that stone showed no signs of going away, so there's apparently a lot more granite in there than I expected. So I may just I'll set up a mining camp at some point and get the granite and stuff cleared out. So I think, oh shoot, there's a little rock there is hiding. I think I can maybe get it over here. I'm going to get these stumps out of the way. So then it's just some mushroom. No, that's not a mushroom patch. I think we're going to be okay. Running out of room, and if I pull this up here, this town hall is huge. So it's a pretty good size. See 180 planks. That's going to be fun. Let's get the bow out of there. Get the shovel in. Really? I thought you could dig these up. Ooh, is there only certain ones you can dig up? Am I just not going to be able to put this building anywhere? Okay, well, that's weird. Am I thinking of Medieval Dynasty? I know I've removed stumps. Maybe it's only the stumps out in the woods you can remove. Somebody just planted a tree right there.
We need to make this place
Son of a... Everything's conspiring against me to build this here. Yeah, rock is blocking it. Another rock over there. Okay, well, I'm going to have to find a different place, I guess. I thought this would be a nice, simple episode. Yeah, we could just knock these rocks out of the way. Nope. I don't think there's room here either. Yeah, there's not quite enough room here. Have to evict some people. I thought about getting rid of the farms over here, so maybe that's something we could do. But anyway, while I'm down here, I went ahead and got rid of the regular bloomeries because they were chewing up all my wood. So I've got 2 furnaces now, and since we have peat coming in from the peat outpost, that's set up, and this seems to be working pretty nicely. I started putting some chests around with specific settings for things, so it's close by. Trying to make that a little more efficient. Alright, well, where are we going to put this town hall? That is the question. Needs a ton of room. And there's rocks everywhere. Let me go over here towards Herndon. Maybe that'll work. Or is it Herndon? I always forget. It is Herndon. Herndon? Something like that. You can put it right over here by all the fertilizer production.
Another day, another patrol. Let's make sure everyone stays safe.
Thought about moving the farms. Maybe we should move the farms here. Put the town hall here.
I'm working.
And I can move these tools and things. Let's try that. Let me hit a quick save with F5. The farms aren't in use right now, so now's a good time to get rid of them. Does that give me enough room? Let me get rid of this scarecrow over here. Move the farms over there by the fertilizer. Okay, place construction site. There we go.
I'm glad I have a place to sleep.
So what if we kind of stuck it right here, and then I may be moving some of this other stuff as well, including that last farm. I think I'll build the new fields and copy those settings over, and then I'll destroy that one. I think
So far, we're doing great work.
I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm going to move these tools in the water collector.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Well, I think so. It's so far so good. So we'll end up moving this, and it's easy enough to do. We can just have my people do it. Let's move the water over here by where the new fields are going to be, and I think we can just plop that right there in. Beautiful. So we take a look at the town hall. We need cob. I'm not 100% sure we're making cob, so let's double check that. I think it's here at the mixing. Oh, we are. Okay, target amount reached. Excellent. We are making cob, and that's made from water, straw, and mud, all of which should have plenty of. So it's just a matter of time. The planks is not a problem. We'll just keep cranking those out. The copper nails. I'm not sure I'm making copper nails. Would that be at the tool maker? It is. I've been buying all my copper nails from Herndon. It looks like I'm making them. If I get below 10, that's fine. Yeah, I've been trading copper nails. I don't know if it's Padstow or Herndon. Somebody's got the copper nails, so that's not a problem. Thatch. Pretty sure we're making thatch. Is that here? Yeah, man. Well, that's where we make straw. Where was I making thatch? There's a thing to make thatch. What's it called?
Glad
I don't
it's
remember.
home.
It's not going to be a workbench, is it? Limit bows resources? Nope, that's just copper nails.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Actually, not the loom. Oh, it is the loom. Okay. So yeah, we're making thatch. That's no problem. And of course, hide. Got rawhide coming in. So it's all here. You can see they're getting the posts put up. It's just a matter of time for that to get cranked through.
All done in a good days of work.
Yep, something like that. But I do want to move these tool racks. I think I'll move them, some of them over there by the tool maker. And then maybe one here by the cooking hut. Let's just get these all moved. So if we put a build and relocate. Get these all set up, and I'll let my people move them as they get time.
All done in a good days of work.
Excuse me, sir. Let's set one up here. It is getting nighttime, so we're gonna have to go sleepy here in a bit. All right, and relocate. Yes, please. Put some down here just along the road.
work, lads. We
Fine.
need to make this place look better.
Need to make it look better? Yep, that's what we're working on. So I'm at the point now where I usually have a lot of idle citizens, so this will put them to work. Be a good deal. And then we've got a couple more here. No, that one's being moved, so we'll get this one moved. Let's just move that down here. By the crafting table? Well, that's going to interfere with the weapons. Let's put it next to this crafting table. Might put some more decorations up around here. That's those moved. I don't think I really need this water collector here. Not a whole lot of water in it anyway, so let's just say disassemble. Let them work on that. Okay, let's get the fields set out. I had 3 fields, so I'm going to redo that. It's going to be tier 1. Oh, it's called farm. This set up. That's a little close to that storage unit, so let's move it over just a bit. And that do. They calling that farm number 1. I thought this was farm number 1. Everything's getting all jumbled up. Well, that's called farm number 2. Okay. Fair enough. Need to eat something. My stamina's gone. Alright, so we'll copy from farm number 2. Don't get that all set up. Now we can say disassemble this guy as well. Actually, I could just say relocate, right? It'll keep the same settings. That tree's going to be in the way. Tree is in the way. And those are hardwood trees, which I could use the hardwood, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. But to chop those down, I need a better axe. So they're moving all the tools, which is great. That's what they're supposed to do. Is there a simple axe? Rugged axe. There we go. Take a rugged axe. Let's get these trees out of the way, and then we can get the rest of the fields down. I'm going to leave all these here and around the camp that I can, just because they're cool. They add some decor value. And I'm not sure about planting the hardwood trees. I need to look into that. Never seen anything other than a tree seed. Which, as far as I know, is just the regular log. We'll take these and throw them in the building over here. Now, will it let me place over that, even though there's a stump there? I have to go back over here and relocate. Also, let's grab some food. You have almost no stamina or health. You have not eaten any food. Plenty of food over here. Let's see, that's about to go bad. That's about to go bad. We'll get one of those. Nope. Alright, there's our deliveries coming through, so that's cool. Just past midnight. Everybody else has gone to bed. Relocate. Stuck. I must have a guard, because it looks like a guard walking around. Okay, farm number 1 is blocking. Another object is... Oh, is it the stumps? Nope, we got it. You leave just a little bit of room to pass through. Boom. Okay, cool. So we were able to place it even with the stumps there. And I might be alright with just the 2 farms. I think I'll just leave it. Yeah, that's got all my settings there. Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to go sleep through the night, and I'm going to let my folks percolate on all this stuff that I've given them to do. It's awesome. They got all the uprights going. Grab those before they disappear. I don't know when they would despawn. Let me throw those. They got... No, they haven't got any of these racks moved yet. Any room here? These stay pretty full because they're right next to the tool maker. Alright, I'm going to go sleep and we'll see what's up tomorrow. You know, I was looking at my people and I just noticed we lost it. I lost my labor in the north camp. I've had trouble with wolves over here, so I gave them a better guard. Karina's up there now. No, that's not the one I sent up there. Wait, is she supposed to be the worker? What's going on? Oh, is that why I have a guard in my main settlement? He's supposed... Yeah. Yeah, I thought I sent him up there to be a guard. North camp. Alright, switch you to guard. Pretty sure... Yeah, because her... Yeah, she's supposed to be the worker. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I might have made a mistake. But the game also does have some bugs. So it's the next day. Nothing much is going on. I'm going to let them percolate through here. And I don't know how long it's going to take. But I'll bring you back in when we have the town hall done. We'll see what all we can unlock once we have the town hall built with tier 3.
What do you think those dots in the sky are?
I think they're stars. What do you think they are? I'll see you in a bit. Well, folks, winter's here. Construction progresses. It's been a couple days. I think we're just about 10 cobs short on the resources. And then the rest is just hammering. Going to be hammering away. So we'll see. It might be winter will be over. I'm not sure. But I'm going to keep on running around just managing the village and keeping the progress. And then we'll finish the video up when we get the town hall completed. And we'll see what kind of research we can do. Well, progress continues. It's kind of neat watching this thing go up.
Winter is relentless.
Been running around. I got some more people up in North Camp. The wolves are still a little bit of a problem, so got a couple guards and a couple workers now. See how that goes. But yeah, construction progresses. I'm thinking maybe another day, maybe 2 at the top, and we'll be able to take a look at this thing. Well, folks, it's been about 4 days. As you can see, we're on day 131. Winter is over, and we have a reclamation party incoming. So we've got that to look forward to. All the materials are in, and we're just we're building. There's a lot of building to do. I think we've even wore out some carpenter hammers. I saw some getting built. So I'm just wailing away here with my hammer. And keeping an eye on this reclamation party. It's coming up. When it gets about probably here, I'll get everybody gathered up. We'll see. I was actually away eating dinner, and I didn't see the size of the party. I can't remember. See if I bring up notification settlement. No, there's nothing here to. I don't know if there's a way to tell the size of it, but anyway, they haven't been that bad. The raids and the reclamation parties are basically a nuisance, at least at this stage of the game. Not really much of a challenge. Oh, we got those done. Look at that. People are building away. Pardon me there, buddy. So I'm going to let them get a little closer, and then I guess I'll show the fight there. It shouldn't be any big deal. We'll include that in the video. So we're going to bang away with our hammers, and I'll see you in a bit for some battle. We will get this thing done by the end of the video, no matter how long it takes. Alright, they're getting fairly close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have Herndine fight for itself. We've got plenty of gold, so I'm going to raise that militia. That gets us 6 folks. Then I'm going to call up my own reservists.
All done in a good day's of work.
Mobilize those. I'm going to tell them to hit the staging ground here. They'll all run around and get their gear and get their food. Actually, I ought to go ahead and set here. I'm sure they have at least 25% durability. I don't know why it lets... The default is to let him pick up a weapon with 0% durability. It'll be a little hard to go into battle like that. So the green dots are the militia. Oh, there's a wolf. Just saw that right on the map. Good job, Leopold. So the green dots are the militia. They're going to move down and join us. And unfortunately, it's going to be dark. Can't do much about that. And I usually go down about here and try to meet them on the way up. And I guess I'll go get my armor on. Why not? People are getting all their stuff together. I keep my armor in this trunk over here, so it's just easy to come over here and boom, boom, boom. And let's see how we doing on arrows. We got 28 arrows. Excellent. Staging ground is such a game changer. It's awesome. See, we got some. Yeah, he's coming in from pretty far afield. Getting there, though. A few stragglers. Just now getting up into this woods. Oh, also, while I was waiting, I went ahead and changed it to ultra settings. I kind of forgot that I've got a 4070 Ti Super now. So. Crank the visuals up. I don't know if you'll be able to tell any difference on YouTube, but I can certainly tell a difference. Alright, we got an archer. You guys, I think, came from the town. What are you doing over here, Bubba? Oh, he's the blacksmith. Alright, I'm not taking any of my classed people. Didn't want a chance of losing them. So, alright, we got 20 folks.
Onward!
Let's head on down here and meet the threat. It's usually like 8 or 9 brigands. So I try to just overwhelm them. Makes it easier. I'm gonna get my little scout tower. I forget what this is called. Put my guys down here. Done this many a time. So it's gonna be a little bit before they get up here. So I'll put a cut in. And we'll cut into the action. And then hopefully tomorrow get this building finished up. I get tired of waiting, so we move down a bit. There they are. Wouldn't fire an arrow down there. Get their attention. Well, the game crashed. That was less than ideal. I don't think it's ever done that. It's the first time it's ever crashed on me. In like 130 days of play. So I know I quick saved here, so we've got that save point at least.
Follow my lead.
So we'll try that again. Right as I fire that second arrow. Crash to desktop. Let's get the guys up here by the rocks.
Forward!
So maybe get back over here. Try to be a little bit strategic. They haven't coalesced into single units yet. There they are. See them off. Set them to hold. Alright, hopefully this doesn't crash again. Way too high. I got their attention. Alright, I'm gonna set my guys to charge. Start wailing on their archer down there. He's down. They had another archer anywhere? Yeah, there he is. Oh, missed. Just mob him to death, boys. Was there another guy down here? Was that an overshoot? No, I think that was an overshoot. Yay! We finally got him. We lost one person, I think.
Onward!
And then I'll just tell them to loot the area. They can pick up everything. I'm lazy. They can put it in storage. Okay, we all looted up.
Follow me!
Who did we lose? I still lost one of the town folk. Alright, before it switches over to the next day, let's go to Indeed Span. Pay for another day of them guys. It can be about their business. I just noticed too, coming down here, this road never got built. Not sure why that is. Maybe it's too far from my settlement? I'm not sure. With the bumped up graphics, it's pretty darn good. The lighting off in the distance. That looks pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to get these guys back over to the village, get their stuff unloaded, and we'll sleep through the night. And we'll see you tomorrow. Day 132. 5 days until winter. Was it not winter? Maybe it just snowed for like a day. Seems like it was just winter, but... Anywho, we'll see. A lot of times they get bugged out and they won't actually go switch to clothes, but it looks like at least some of them are. They should switch back to their villager gear preset. They don't always do that. We'll see how it goes. But the morning routine is to go do our trading. I think I've shown that in a previous video, but I need to go trade with each town because the first trade gets you a free 100 prosperity. So I've been getting the bronze ingots. Arendine, we usually don't need anything else. Let's just check the...
The village is
Yeah,
looking
we've got
better
plenty
and
of
better.
rope. Our straw got depleted by making the cob, so we'll go ahead and buy their straw. If you alt-click, it'll grab everything. And then what do I have a lot of? Decent amount of trees. So if shift-click will do half, so I'll do half of those. And... do half of that. That's way too much. We can just take half of that off. 226
Morning, friend.
plus
Mind
6
the mud on the
gold.
pond.
So let's go ahead and give them 1 wheat. So we got a ton of Isaac. Okay, we'll give them 1 extra. That'll work. Same with Padstow. Get 100 prosperity for free. From them, I've been getting pretty much everything. Just depending on how we're doing. We do have plenty of copper nails, so that's fine. Planks we're doing okay on. So I'm going to get that and that. So we need 116. where's my water? Usually I have a ton of water. Maybe I used up all the water in the winter time. We got plenty of tree seeds, so we'll give them 4 tree seeds. There we go, and that gets them leveled up each day. Man, this game looks beautiful. On Ultra especially. Didn't look bad before. Looks like people may have gotten switched over. What you can do is bring up your end menu, go to population, and just hit gear. Just take a quick look. Most of my people are going to be the same length because they all have the same gear. So yeah, they all switched over this time, so that is good. So while we're waiting for them to build the building, let's take a look at this lumberjack up there. I'm trying to build a lumberjack up there so we can harvest hardwood. So let's go take a look up there at that. Let's do a little management here while they finish up the building. Also, I noticed on the forester, I was wondering about hardwood trees. I forgot on the forester, it does have hardwood logs. So I set that to high priority. I don't know what that will change, if anything. We'll see if they start planting a different kind of tree. I don't know. Let's go over to the sign, though. We'll zip up to the north camp. And I sent a bunch of resources up here via one-time delivery to try to get this lumberjack built. So what are we still missing down? I really beefed up this camp because they kept getting killed by wolves. Missing 2 thatch. Why is the... Oh, we may not have had the thatch available. I think Padstow had thatch, right? Yeah, you had thatch. Why not have thatch? And a little swirly. No, we got plenty of thatch now. I guess we didn't have it at the time. So I could run down. It was just 2, right? 2 thatch. Alright, let's go get some thatch. We'll get that straightened out. If you don't have the resource, you know, at midnight when it does the delivery, then of course it doesn't get delivered. Also, I forgot to eat food, so my stamina is nearly nothing. Buzz down to this one, then we can just run over here and get some food.
I feel it's going to be a good
Been planting some flowers around. I got some more sunflowers out, and then some of these white and yellow flowers as well, just for fun. Alright, what do we got here? Let's get some mashed taters, some beetroot jam, and some spiced hearty meat stew. Sure, sounds like a plan. Then I need 2 thatch. So if I go to storage, resources, thatch, it'll tell me all the places that I have thatch. Apparently we have it all over the place. I needed just 2.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
It is going to be a good day. The village humming along like a well-oiled machine for the most part. Takes a little micromanaging every once in a while. Always further south than I remember. Okay, there we go. Requires it. Oh, right. This requires a hammer. I bet I didn't tell it to bring any hammers up here today. Nope. And I put my hammer away. Oh, no, I still got my hammer. Never mind. Derp. We're good. God, I was building down there. I usually don't have a hammer on me. Don't smack your finger. Let's nail that right into the midair. Yeah, so once you get to tier 2, you don't just click to build. You have to actually use a hammer. So I don't know if y'all want to see this. I'll see how much we can get done here. I may just throw the hammer in the storage and let these people build their own lumberjack. So once this is built, I'll have it replace the little lumber camp that's already there, whatever it's called. That way they can start harvesting any hardwood that may be around. And then hopefully planting some hardwood at some point. How are we doing on wolves today? They keep going over to this copper node to get copper, and then they get beat up by the wolves pretty bad. Hopefully with more guards up here, we can keep the wolves kind of thinned out. Yeah, this is gonna... It's gonna take a little bit, so I may just leave this hammer up here and let them work on it. I think they're...
All thanks to you.
Good a population. Yeah, I've got 2 idle workers, so... Hey there. How's it going, Laura?
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, actually, you can... oh, I have to take it out of my equipment. I can give you this hammer. And you could go build for me. How's that sound? Oh, you're just going to put the hammer back, huh? Oh, and then she's going to grab it again. Oh, you got to love AI. NPCs are the best. So we got to rugged axe. Really? Okay. Sometimes it doesn't deliver the broken stuff. The delivery stuff is kind of broken. So I will take that with me. I'll drop them off manually. They got all that stuff in there. I'm going to unload some rock as well. We've always got plenty of stone. Alright, cool. She's building on that. So I'll just let her finish that up in her own time. Meanwhile, let's get back down and check on the town hall. I'll drop these broken tools off at the tool maker. I love all the villagers just running around doing errands. It's good stuff. Okay, you're pretty much full, so I'll leave you alone. I think this guy is the one that fixes stuff, so we'll drop that in here. Work on getting those fixed. Oh, I see more thatch going up. It's getting close. Been a long time coming. What are we doing on storage anyway? That's something that's a little hard to do sometimes in the game, is just get an idea of your storage levels. The other thing that drives me nuts, maybe some of you that play this game know how to do it. When you have an army or you got your companions, one will say, I'm hungry. Like, you have to go search the entire army to try to see who needs food. How do you tell who needs the food? That's a little bit of a pain.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Got all these hammers going. Look at that. That's awesome. Good work, folks. Screenshot here. You can always use a thumbnail. I'm digging the detail. Looks really nice.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Probably. Yeah, the interior's not quite fleshed out yet. How many more little dots do you guys have? It looks like you're getting kind of close. I need to go grab an axe before I forget. I just need a simple axe. That'll work. Guess they're done for the day.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Calling a noon lunch break. You'll get a dot there and a dot there. I think we're getting pretty close. Unless more dots appear once those dots are done. I've had that happen before. Exciting times. Is this going to be the one that finishes it up? Nope. Apparently, oh, we got more dots. More dots. I didn't see that dot. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. It may be too long. Just putting up like little decorations and stuff. What's this one gonna do? Yeah, it's putting a corner on. All right, he's got more to go. I'm gonna go back to my seat, but we're on the home stretch now, folks. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're getting there. I'll see you in a bit. Again. Construction of Town Hall has finished, it said. Awesome. Let's go check this thing out. Is there a toggle for walk? I can hold down control. So what do we got here? Town Hall fast travel. Oh, okay, so it acts like a signpost. That's cool. Now I can travel right to my town. That's handy. We got a town overview. Oh, that's just this thing. That's my end button. Okay. We got our research workshop. Oh, look at that. Got all kinds of stuff now.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
I think is the big house new? Look at just buildings. Yeah, some of this is level 3. Blacksmith. Foraging Lodge. Hunter's Lodge. Yeah, we got some upgrades. That we already had.
It's going to be a good
The
day.
lumber mill is new. So it does planks and cool. We got a pit now, which is upgrade from the mining hut. Underground depots depleting resources more slowly. Oh, interesting. So I could build one of those. And then not use up my stuff as quick, it looks like. Smelter. Upgrade. We got a warehouse. Windmill. Oh, that's how we make flour. I've got a... I wanted to say contract, but that's not right. I've got a mission. Or what's it called? Task. One of these is for flour. Yeah, this one. For Horndine to... Herondine is north. Horndine is down south. So this is for that. That's cool. And then the workshop is just upgrades. So we got upgrades for a lot of our stuff. I don't have the apprentice innkeeper yet. But I'm pretty sure I have the blacksmith, carpenter. Yeah, carpenter, blacksmith, farmer, and woodsman. We don't have the laborer or the innkeeper yet. I've not found the... Actually, was the
All
laborer...
done in a good day's of work.
Laborer might have been down here in Bradford. We're getting close to being able to liberate Bradford. I've got this all cleared out. Just need to do some more missions for them to get them up to protector level. I think this is the laborer, maybe. No, it's the hammer. It's the hammer without the little impact.
So far, we're doing
The hammer
great
with the
work,
impact is
don't you think?
blacksmith. It must have been Farnsworth that had the laborer. Yep. There we go. Pretty sure that's laborer. So we got a ways to go before we can do that. What I'm hoping to pick up, though, from Farnsworth, more importantly, is the innkeeper. This guy right here. That's going to be huge. We got a lot to do before we get to that point. So what do I want to research? I'm thinking the mining thing, the pit. That way we're not depleting all of our nodes so quickly. So let's do that. Then he jumps on there, and we just need stone, cob, and thatch. That's super easy. Cool. What do we have inside here? We have a little roasting pit. Very nice. Can we sit at these, or is this just decoration, huh? Alright. Fair enough. Back part here. Anything else we can interact with? Doesn't look like it. But it's cool. It acts as a fast travel point.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Can't sit there either, huh? Well, I can place my own benches down, in theory. Got these here. If we do a relocate. Yeah, we can put stuff up here. Put one right there. Then I can sit and watch everybody work. Alright, we got our town hall. That's exciting. We're at tier 3. Working on tier 3 anyway. Also, I did take a look. I can build the river dock over nearby, but I'm not 100% sure about the game mechanics of that, like how it works. Like it'll let me build it over here, but will then it work to go anywhere else? I don't know. I think you have to build a river dock and then another river dock. You can travel in between them, but I need to do some research on that, find out how that works. But that'll be it for this video. It's a little bit rambly, but we finally got the town hall done, so that's pretty cool. Thanks as always for watching, folks, and I will catch you in the next adventure. Take care.